Hello there, I'm the base manager and welcome back to Kenshi. Now, in the previous episode, we established our early game economy, or at least the foundation of it, and in today's episode, we will expand on this concept and make it fully automated, and that will allow us to have a passive income generation so that in the future, when we decide to move away from Squin into our journeys, we can keep making money uh, while not being here, of course, or at least not being here all the time. So, for that, what do we need right now? Let's just wait for Kenshi to load the map. Well, right now, in this moment, we are going to need 3 workers. Uh, that will not belong to our main team. And for that, let's see. Mr. McManager, I believe that the time for mining is over for you. Right now, your job will be to assemble a team of workers and warriors. The days of heavy labor are over for you. So let's just drop this piece of copper that McManager managed to mine in our storage. As you can see, he's doing that automatically. I didn't need to press anything. Now, we are going to look for some extra workers in this way station on Squin, Hub and Stack. And hopefully we can find some Scorchlanders and Hivers to work for us. Scorchlanders and Ivers have the smallest hunger rate of all the races, so that's an advantage for workers, given that, as I showed you in the previous episode, when they are laboring, they have an increased hunger rate. However, I don't see. Let me see. We have a drifter, however, is a check. I'm looking for drifters because drifters usually are not exactly expensive. Fresh recruits, let's just see. 3,000 cats. Okay, we know that we have a drifter, however, it's a shack, and shack have increased hunger rate, so I would like to leave him as a reserve, just in case. So right now, I'm going to the way station, and I'm going to look for some extra help. Oh, okay, I was going for the hub, however, I can see that we have a... what the hell is going on in there? Yo, brother, let me go. I want to see what the hell is going on in here. Slavers versus angry bandits. I'm pretty sure we know who is going to be the winner in this fight. Poor angry bandits. Let's like avoid moving directly through the fight if we can avoid it. Like, please, McManager, can you go around? You have to go right through it, don't you? We don't want to get hit by a stray swing of a blade and lose health unnecessarily. But unfortunately for these angry bandits, they will now be angry slaves. And yeah, this is probably one of the few dangers of the Badlands slavers. You know, you have angry bandits and dust bandits, but they usually will not kill you. They are not exactly that strong as enemies, and most of them carry blunt weapons anyway, so you won't be bleeding out even if you get into a coma. However, if you get into a coma and a few slavers decide to stroll in by, you will become a slave, and that sucks. But in any case, let's go to the way station, and I will see you guys there once I reach my objective. And here we are, back to the way station. Now, let me see if I can catch that campfire. I know it's around here somewhere. The magic campfire that keeps on giving meat. However, I cannot see it because it's daylight, and This is a desert, so the color... Oh, here it is. Yep, as meat inside. Can you please just come here? Rather quickly. Thank you. Look, I don't know how, I don't know why, but someone keeps dropping their meat inside that fire and forgetting about it, and we will take full advantage of it. Now, here we are. Let's look for some extra work. Now, we have Jinsei over here. I will um, hire him in the future, because I like him. Not for our team as a worker, of course, but before we do that, let's see if I can find anybody else that might be looking for a job. Oh, here we are. We have 2 workers here. Fantastic. An Ivor and a Scorchlander. Precisely what we were looking for. Hello, Mr. Bombingham. Sure, I'm interested. 3,000 cats. Fan-freaking-tastic. Come here. You are Ivor, as you can see over here. Unfortunately, they have a penalty for laboring, but over time that penalty can be completely overcome, and the hunger rate is not listed over here. No problem. As you can see, hunger rate 40% in comparison to a regular human, a Greenlander, with a hunger rate of 80. Now, let's talk to these to Gecko. You want to band together? Absolutely. 3,000 cats. Go for it, my friend. Fan-freaking-tastic. Once again, a penalty to laboring. However, the hunger rate, as you can see, is also reduced. So, the penalty to laboring is completely overlooked by the fact that they will eat a lot less than any other characters. And the penalty will be overcome over time, because you will not be micromanaging this, so you will even forget that you have these guys working for you. So their debuff is not exactly that much. What? Oh, wait. By the way, let's see how much is Jinsei charging. Looking for allies? Sure. 3,000 cats. You know what? You're on board. We have our 3 workers, however I will need to look for a 4th, because Jinsei is a Greenlander, not a Scorchlander or a Ivor, so his hunger rate is not as low, and I want him for another thing in the future, for crafting weapons, because if I recall correctly, Greenlanders have a buff to crafting, and that will help us a lot in the future. Now, we are completely broke and the stores are closed, so let's just get back home. They can run at the same speed, so they, you know, stick together. Let's bring them back to Squin. Okay. Here we go. Let's see how much copper do we have to sell. Not a lot, but not exactly a problem. Although we are extremely poor, we have achieved our objective of hiring 3 workers for us, and to make our lives easier, what we are going to do, we are going to add a new squad, and we are going to transfer these guys over here, and they will be called Squin Workers. Squin Workers. Oh, right. That way we have them on a different tab, and when we are traveling the world of Kenshi, we will not select them by accident. And yeah, so we will wait for a little bit for them to come back here, and then I will put them to good work. And just keep moving from there. Alright, here we are, everybody is back home now. Let's recall Kang back from work, so let's delete those. Let's recall him back home, and let's put them to good use. Now, Mr. Jinsei, you are going to work over here. Then let's see, deposit over here. Gecko and Birmingham, you guys are going to work. Oh, hello. You guys are going to work over here, and then deposit over here. Exactly. Now, one tip that I have for you guys, if you are planning on doing the same thing that I am doing right now, is in this resource node, as you can see, you can have 2 workers, and in this one you can only have 1. So in this resource node, you always want to have 2 workers, and here's the reason. If I now take my main team and move them away from this area, meaning the camera will no longer be here, Kenshi will start to deload areas where characters are not, in order to save memory. However, the area where you have friendly characters will still be loaded into memory. Now, for some reason, this resource node is in a different area than Squin and this resource node, which means if for some reason you only have 1 worker in this node, when this worker comes back to your base to drop the copper mined, Kenshi will deload this cell over here, and your worker will no longer be able to path back to the resource node. However, if you have 2 workers, one will go back, the other will stay here, and this will ensure that this cell where the node is located stays loaded into the game memory, into the into the memory. And that way, once the worker unloads all the copper, he or she will be able to path back to work. Now, what might happen, and after a few hours, this will eventually happen, is when your worker grabs the copper and is coming back home to deliver, the other worker will be hungry and also come back in order to eat from the food storage, right? Because both workers have come back to the base at the same time, it's a coincidence, but it happens. The cell will deload, and both of them will not be able to come back. However, like I said, it's a coincidence that happens like once every few hours. So if you come back to Squin regularly to sell your stuff to the traders, you will eventually notice this, and you will be able to fix the issue. This resource node, however, is loaded in the same chunk as the Squin town, so you never have to worry about it. This one, on the other hand, I am not 100% sure, because raw iron is not exactly a valuable item to sell. However, is valuable for other things, and that's why Rain the Giant is still mining the iron, because we are going to need it once we establish our team and we move on into the stats grind. We are going to need all the iron we can get, so let's hopefully mine a good amount of it. Now, I will remain with my character, with my main team, back in screen for a little bit, as I'm going to need to grind a few cats, because the next step for us is to move into recruiting our main team. My plans are to recruit 9 characters, so that together with my main character we have a 10 characters team. We have 10 recruits with us, and that will be our main team. We will still be recruiting others along the road that we might find, but they will serve other purposes other than exploring the world of Kenshi. You want to have your entire team assembled before you move into the stats grinding, because stats grinding take a very long time, and you want to do this just once. You don't want to grind the stats for every character as you go on recruiting them. You want to establish your team first and grind the stats later, and that's exactly what we are going to do. But first, like I said, in order to recruit people, we need to pay them first, and we need money for that, and well, that's why we are going to need to grind a little bit. But you don't really need to see that because it's boring as hell, so I will just stay here, fast forward, and let them make me some free cash where I don't even need to move. Like, oh, this will also eventually happen when you are in the world. They will from time to time pop this menu, but because the game pauses, that's not really a problem. And one thing that I found out is when you are away, meaning your camera is not here, you are way less likely to have this menu pop up, as well as have like the random hungry bandits or dust bandits attack your guys. It still happens, but it happens way less frequently. Sometimes you can spend like 10-20 hours away from your base, 10-20 real hours, not in-game hours, and not have anything happen. You know, that's quite cool because I don't really like to constantly come back and forward and have to micromanage two different teams, especially if you are in the middle of a fight already. It's not exactly pleasant. But in any case, the night has passed and the day is coming, and like I said, I'm going to grind some cash and I will bring you guys back once that's done. Okay guys, just a quick note in order to visually explain what I was saying previously about the chunks being loaded. As you can see here, Birmingham stays behind while Gecko goes to deposit the copper, and this is the only way that I found, you know, in all my hours of playing Kenshi, to keep this mine working without any issues while you are away. Just a quick note. And now, back to grinding. Alright guys, just another quick note. Do remember to do all your research when it comes to basic weapons smithing and cloth and armor manufacture, including leather armor crafting, heavy weapons, and for now, when it comes to the early game economy, these will do. Okay, you just need to keep on doing all the research regarding weapons and armor to improve your grading, because right now we will only have basic weapon grades, which means, as you can see down here, the best weapons I can craft will be rusting blades, and that's, well, that's just junk. And we want stuff that it's better than that. However, we need to research it first, so don't forget to do your research. Oh look, a group of angry bandits decided to mess with Rain. Well, Rain is not exactly the weakest of characters, that's why well, she is expensive. Usually I would Jinsei, the hell are you doing? Go back to work, okay? You don't want to fight this, trust me. Now, I usually would disadvise you from doing this, but I'm going to let Rain have a little fun. In fact, because Kang is a little bit bored, I'm going to call him also. Usually, like I said, usually I would not advise you to do this, but well, we have time. I still have to grind a little bit, and if they have to go to sleep to recover, well, that's okay. They want to have a fight. Even Ruka started. She is hearing the clank of blades against each other, and she said, well, I know McManager is asleep and all, but I'm just going to have a little bit of a fight. I want to feel that adrenaline rushing through my veins. Jinsei, what the hell? I didn't tell you to, like, not do that. You know what? Go to sleep for a little bit, okay? Don't fight, please. No, and you too, Gecko. Come on, bros. Stay passive. Stay cool, okay? Ginseng and Gecko. Go back, okay? You were not called here. I called Ruka and Kang. So yeah, let's just have a little bit of fun, you know? Once again, I would not advise you doing this because it's not really necessary, and it will cost you time because obviously you will need to heal your characters, you know? As you can see, Rain is already on the floor. Come on, get up. Get up and fight, you fool. You have medicine. Okay, fix yourself first. Fix yourself. Come on, Kang. At least put someone down. Okay? Just put one of them down. Okay? I will be extremely happy if you are able to do that. Okay, Rain. Back to sleep with you. Come on, Ruka. Mess him up. And come on, Kang. This is, you know, just a small taste. They are, they were extremely bored, and they, you know, as proud Czech warriors, all they wanted was a fight, and they're getting one. Jin say maybe this is not exactly the best idea. Okay, let's call the guards. Okay, let's be little pussies. Go here, McMahon. Okay, let's do it like this. Jin Sang, right now you are no job and hold. You are going to come here, and we are going to have McManager patch you up. Okay, first aid. McManager, please. Oh my god. Where is Kang? Kang and Ruka, okay. Sometimes Kenshi controls can be a little messy. Don't worry about it. Now, McManager, patch him up, please. No, you don't have medicine on you? You have. Rain, back to sleep. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, McManager is already doing that. Now, back to the fight. Come on, these are angry bandits. These are the lowest tiers of enemies you can find. Even goats are more dangerous than these guys, okay? And I'm not joking. Goats are more dangerous than angry bandits. If you cannot kill angry bandits, you cannot kill anything in Kenshi, okay? And as you can see, do you see any downed angry bandit? I don't. Okay? Oh wow, they managed to do one. Yes! Okay, Ruka, before you pass out, just take his weapon away from him. And this, you know what? Welcome to reality, you are now naked. Patch yourself up, and Kang, do the same, please. And now, to sleep with them, they will go to sleep in order to recover faster, you know. He's going to get food. You know what? You can get food later. And Ruka, patch yourself up, please. Remove you from passive and go to sleep, please. And Jinsei, back to work. And yeah, well, at least they were able together, you know, 2-on-1, like little bitches that they are. They were able to down one angry bandit who is dying right now, you know. Oh no, they were able to down several angry bandits. Now that I look at it, maybe they are not as little bitches as I thought they were, huh? Well, good for you, mates. Good for you. Now it's time to keep the grind and heal our battle wounds. But yeah, as you could see, you know, like I said, lowest tier of enemies, and the lowest tier of enemies were able to mess us up pretty bad. That's why we need the stats grind, which will come next. But for now, money grind. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, so just a quick note while we are still doing the grind. One item I would advise you to buy before you embark on your journey is a thief's backpack, either a small one or a medium one. Even though we are not going for loot, we would like to have a backpack just to carry a few items around and not weigh us down too much. I will probably give this backpack either to Kang or Rain, as they are stronger and they can handle the weight better. In this backpack we will carry food for the journey, and it will serve as a good amount of space for us to carry any loot that we might find laying around, because in these early stages there are a lot of things that can be useful, and we want to have a space to carry them. So I will probably be getting a thief's backpack and a one of the backpacks that we have already at home. Now, another thing that I was looking for are maps. Unfortunately, none of the maps available to us are useful for what we are trying to do right now. But sometimes, you know, especially the cheaper ones, just buy them. You want to collect as many maps as you want, even for someone like me who knows the map of Kenshi relatively well. I know a few places that are there is still an advantage to buying maps because you know you cannot remember everything. And yeah, another thing useful to have is the scrap tent. Sometimes these are uh, a little difficult to find because the inventory is kind of randomized, and these are not exactly easy to find. And having a scrap tent researched is actually pretty useful. However, apparently I already know this research. As you can see there, you have in the pop-up menu you can see research already known, so I will sell it back at the exactly same money because it says there buyback. When an item says buyback, you don't lose any money in the trade. Even if you sell something, you can buy it back at the same cost as you sold it. So yeah, I'll keep on doing the grind. I'm just preparing for our journey, and I want you guys to see the preparations that I'm making. And since we are already here, I'm going to need a few medkits to take with me, so I will buy them already. That way you can see it in action. But yeah, I will still need to grind at least 10,000 cats before I go. All the rest of the money will be will grind itself out while we are on our journey, you know, with our screen workers. But for now, I still need to wait as I am still just preparing for our journey to retrieve a few comrades or a few recruits, as you might prefer to call them. So once again, I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, so I finally found the map I was looking for, the map of the swamps. Now we can finally start our journey whenever we want. However, it will not be right now. I'm also going to buy a splint kit. Is also something useful to have in our journeys. And well guys, okay, I cannot do that. I was going to show you a neat trick. Let me see. I can show you guys. Here's why this house is the best. If you want to quickly sell your stuff or buy stuff, here's how you do it. You summon one of your guys, put it on hold, remove it from job, you summon it into your beautiful and awesome house, right? This will have the effect of loading your house into memory. Now, let's say, as you can see, I'm with McManager here. If I wanted to sell anything, I would just drag it out of my inventory. But another thing you can do is you select your storage, the trader menu will remain open, and then you shift drag the items. Bam! You can sell from storage into the trader, and that also works with buying. For example, I'm buying all the plates that I can get because plates will become useful later down the road, and they can be quite rare sometimes. It all depends on the items that the trade restocks with. However, you can do something pretty neat and select the storage, shift drag the stuff into your inventory in the house. For stuff in the first floor, you don't need a character to load the house into memory. However, if you have stuff in the floor 0, you will require a character because otherwise this will not load, and hence you cannot select the storage to sell. And this and with this neat trick, I just show you why this house is the best house in screen. First is the closest house to all the resources node, and then is the closest house to both these traders, which you will use quite regularly to sell your stuff. And this way you don't have to carry the stuff on your character. You can just drag it out of your storage boxes directly into the trader's inventory, and it will save you a few minutes. It's just a few minutes, right? But all the things help, and if you can make things simpler for you, especially in Kenshi, that's a good thing, okay? But we are very close to the amount of money that I want to have, so maybe tomorrow at break of dawn I sell the stuff that I have, get all the money, and I will prepare for our journey. But right now I will finish the grind. I will buy a few extra food items to leave my my food storage well stocked for my workers, and to have enough food for my characters for the journey. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And yeah, I will cut this part because it's not exactly super exciting, and I will bring you guys back once I'm ready to depart. Alright guys, nice and early in the morning. So come on, McManager, you can have something to eat in a little bit, okay? So let's sell what we have. And let's see, do we want to take anything else with us? I don't think so. I already have enough health supplies, as I purchased them earlier. Some standard aid kits for our guys. You have no backpacks that I want, so that will be all. So, let's get ready. Here what we are going to do. Right now, as you can see, and here another neat trick for you guys. If you are not in need of your characters, as I'm not needing them right now, as we were waiting for daybreak, you can put your characters to sleep in order to reduce their hunger rate. For example, if I put Ruka up, her hunger rate is 100%. When she's asleep, her hunger rate drops down to 41%. That way, you will consume way less food, and well, conserve some cats. But right now, we want to wake up everybody, and here how we are going to proceed. Kang is going to take our thieves backpack for some extra loot, and in fact, I don't know why this is still here. And Rain the Giant will carry the backpack with our food. We're going to put two stacks of food will be enough for now. We can restock on our... In fact, I will just put one stack. I will restock on my way there. And because this backpack stacks, I also want to take with us some extra health medkits, just in case we ran out of the stuff that we have right now. And I believe we are ready to go. So I purchased the map for the swamp earlier, and we could locate Shark. Now, I know perfectly well where Shark was, but it's still useful. I was hoping that this map would also reveal Mudtown, but unfortunately it did not. But I know Mudtown is somewhere around here, so that's not exactly a problem. Now, why do we want the map for the swamp? Well, because a big chunk of our future team resides or has a big chance to spawn in the swamp. These guys are the recruits that I want are Green, which is a hiver with a high crossbow skills, and he will be our main crossbow guy. We also want Hamut. He has a interesting quest. He's one of the few characters that you can recruit with a quest, so it's pretty neat. It's not exactly a quest, but you'll understand in the future. And we also want Stubbs Mozo and Silvershade. All these characters have a very large chance to spawn in the swamp, and Silvershade and Amut have a very small chance to spawn elsewhere, but we'll go after them. If we can't find them in the swamp, we'll go after them in those places. But this is a good start. Going to Mudtown and Shark will grant us 4 new recruits and pretty much almost complete our team. So I think it's time to get there, and Getting there is not exactly easy. The swamp is not easy to navigate, nor is it safe. The swamp is actually pretty dangerous, but if we can run fast enough, everything will be okay. Right now, we are going to do, we are going to stop on this way station on our way to the swamp, and proceed with a relatively safe and easy path that I usually use. We are going through here into the swamp and then follow basically this line that I just run for you guys, okay? We will not beeline over there. We want to stop in the swamp village because usually there are enemies nearby and we want to drag the enemies into the guards over there to grant us safe passage. And yeah, this is the way we are going to proceed. Now, if you guys ever wonder how do NPCs create formations, because sometimes you see formations in the wild, pretty much from everyone, while they don't bunch up right like this, here how you do it. First, you need to come to the AI tab right here, follow formation, and you choose the formation that you want. In my case, it's military, the one that I like. And then you select your entire team minus the leader, hold right click and press follow, and this is what happens. Let's just put our guy to run slowly, and as you can see I have a small formation right now. The more you have, the more beautiful the formation will become, but they will always remain symmetrical. However, because we have only 4 guys and I want them to run as fast as humanly possible, I will just disregard the formation for now and put them and bunch them up and select the run at the same speed. And right now we have Hungry Bandits coming after us, because why not? Why would we not have this? Okay, we have to come back and have the guards deal with the situation, because I don't want to get my limbs destroyed and postpone our journey there, right? So let's have the guards take care of it for us. Hey guards, we have a small present for you. Kick their asses, please. Kick their asses. Okay? Okay, you can do it. Come on. Alright, the guards will take care of the problem for us. Most of the time. Okay. Now that the problem has been solved, let's go to the way station. Alright guys, so here we are at the first way station. I wanted to stop here just so I could get a few extra supplies. I didn't want to empty my food storage too much, so I'm going to get the rest of the food that we are going to need right here. And well, search for more useful thing. Hello? Why are you guys so excited? Okay, whatever. Okay, when it comes to food items, dry meat tend to be the cheapest and therefore the most efficient nutrition to value food item that you can get, because as you can see, food cubes, they have 75 nutrition against 15, but they cost a lot of money, 800 cats per item. And the meat wraps are similar, and as you can see, the bread costs 500 for only 30 nutrition units. The best items are dried meat and goham. Goham, we haven't found it yet, but is also a good food item. Is a little bit more expensive, but it has a lot of nutrition to it. Let's just check this shop, see if we have anything that we might need on our journey. And we don't. We just see is stuff that we don't need right now. Okay. So, let's keep on going. But first, I just wanted to ask you guys if you are enjoying the series so far. I would like to have a little bit of feedback, because right now we are going to enter danger territory. However, I will cut out the less interesting parts of it. You know, if we are just moving, it's not exactly super interesting. However, some of you guys might want to watch the entire trip there, and if that's the case, please let me know. That way, in future trips that we are going to make, which will be a lot, because the world of Kenshi is a world of exploration, right? So in future trips, if you want to see the entire trip there, if you want to see the characters move, how I just react to dangers immediately, like sometimes I can just move away from them and not even comment about it because it's just some basic stuff. But if you want to see that, please let me know and I will let it stay on the videos. It will make the videos longer, but maybe more interesting for you guys. So yeah, give me a little bit of feedback. But in the meantime, I will just cut this part out because the journey from here to here usually doesn't have a lot of dangers. You just need to be careful not to antagonize these guys over here and to remain vigilant for other dangers that might be in your path. So with that in mind, I will cut this part out and I will see you guys once I reach the swamp village. Alright, here we are, our second stop in our journey, the swamp village. This swamp village will be our friend for several times while we are in the swamps, because it's right at the entrance of the swamp and has a lot of good it's not my mistake, and has a lot of good materials in this shop, usually stuff that you might need, such as food and other blueprints. Like I said, this loot is randomized. Oh, here's the Gohan. As you can see, Gohan is very cheap in comparison to other foods, and he has a 75 nutrition. So for that, I want to select train. I'm going to take all your food with me, and let me just see the blueprints, because sometimes these blueprints can be really hard to get, and I mean it, really hard, because you are dependent on the random system of Kenshi, and that is being dependent on that is not exactly super good. Stuff that I want is stuff like this, square goggles, for example. These are really good for your workers, but apparently I don't have a blueprint, but I will still buy one because these are cheap. There you go, Kane. Keep an hold of that. I will want that for the future. And I think it's everything that I need from here. I have enough health supplies and all. Now let me just see. I don't think we have other stores in here. Nope. Swamp house. No, this is the only store, but still it's a safe place where you can stop and rest with guards that will take care of enemies for you. And okay, let's see. Will the gods of Kenshi be our friends now? I don't know. Most of the times they are not. Most of the times the gods of Kenshi like to screw with us. So let me just see if I can spot with my little eye a group of blood spiders that like to roam around this place. Now the animals and mobs like that, they once again they are randomized. They do whatever they want. They are very rarely fixed to one place, but in all my playthroughs of Kenshi, I found that there is always a group of blood spiders waiting for you here. However, I cannot track it down right now, so I suppose we are going to have to find the hard way where they are. So, right now, I'm going to, instead of clicking on shark, I'm going to click over here and have my guys move into that place, because it's one of the few places that is somewhat easy to navigate in the swamps. The swamps are really hard to navigate. Your character's pathfinding is absolutely horrible, and they will split up in every single direction that they can. Yeah, you want to make your life as easy as possible, especially in the swamps. So yeah, my advice is, if you want to go there, this is a path to take, because it's the path that your characters are less likely to freak out about. Now, blood spiders, where are you? Oh, oh, oh! I told you! I told you! Here they are! I knew! I knew it! Okay, let's go back. Back to the swamp village. Okay, guys, now this is probably going to hurt because I noticed them when they were right on top of us. So, these buggers, they are really, really strong. They are not a regular... they look flimsy and they have very little health. In one swing sometimes you can kill a bunch of them, but if they attack you, god damn it, they can stun lock you to... Oh, come on, don't be little pussies like that. Come here, you know you want me, come here. Hey, blood spiders, come after me, where are you going? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come here, come after me, I'm waiting for you. Where is the village? It's right over here. Okay. Come on, tiny little buggers. No, 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 don't de-aggro on me. You are de-aggroing me on me. Come on, come on. Luckily for us, they aren't exactly super fast, so we will be able to kite them. But if we can get this out of the way, it will make our lives that much easier. And they are no longer following me. Come on, come on, come on. And they are really hard to see, so... alright, alright, alright. This is more than enough. All the team, I want you guys to stay indoors and let the professionals deal with it. Perfect, let's go. Oh look, this raptor is feasting, even though I thought they were herbivore, but apparently they are not. Weird, because they are passive mobs. They usually don't attack other creatures. So, how do you hit if you don't attack anything? I don't know, but whatever. Like I said, let's keep on moving, but with our eyes very open to dangers like that, you know. Blood spiders are not your friends. And blood spiders are not the only dangers of the swamps. You have red sabers and swamp ninjas as well. Both of them will mercilessly beat you. And they are not as slow as blood spiders, so kiting them is not as easy as the creatures. But hopefully we will be able to do this without any issues. So fingers crossed, our journey through the swamp will not be a fatal one. And besides, it's getting dark, so if we need to sneak our way out of danger, we might be able to. Now, I'm pretty sure soon enough we'll start to encounter swamp ninjas. Oh, 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 oh! What do we have here? Red sabers versus blood spiders. I'm pretty sure we'll have to move through there, so we should keep an eye open about this. Yeah, because that's a great idea. Yeah, okay, see, they already saw us. Everyone is ripe for picking in the swamplands. Okay, and here they come. So let's see, can we sneak our way out of danger? Come, no, oh, almost, almost. Let's break line of sight. Come on. Scheiße. Well. What to do, what to do. We cannot fight them. They will beat us mercilessly, so... this will become quite usual in the swamps. Retreating into safety. It sucks, but you have to do it. You know, it's like you cannot survive it, you cannot fight it. It's useless to try, and leaving your corpses in a comatose state in the swamplands will only get you eaten up, okay? Creatures will eat you up, and you don't want that. You don't want to lose your characters, you don't want to die that very horrific death. And so you have to play the coward's game of retreating every time danger arrives. And well, this guy runs like hell. You know what, my friend? You might be able to catch us. Well, in any case, let's run away. You know what, everybody? Run like hell. Totally fine. Let's get inside. Alright, let the fighting starts. All the other guys should be running this direction. Really? I ran away from one guy. Where are the others? Well, first and foremost, like you said, my friend, everyone is ripe for the picking in the swamplands. And what? I got caught stealing, and what's your problem? That's my stuff now. You understand? My stuff. I'm even going to take your pants, you know what? No pants for you. Now let's give this stuff to Kang. He doesn't have any armor, not that this is a particularly good one with all those debuffs, but meh, whatever. It's better than nothing, I suppose. And let's keep that in the backpack, not to weigh us down, and put that in there as well. Okay, guys. I think this video is starting to run a little bit longer than I want to, so I will do my best to get in here so we can what the hell? See what I told you? Like, they all like to run in different directions for some reason. Go over here. And please all run at the same speed. But yeah, that was just one of the examples of what happens in the swamp. They like all like to run in different directions and get lost. So you need to pay close attention while you are in the swamps to your characters. So let's see if I can get there. Oh, come on, god damn it, really? Really? You know what? Okay, come after me if that's what you really want, then come on. See, the other guys are running away. Why, you bitches? Ah, god damn it. Please don't strike my legs. Oh, you struck my legs. Brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Everybody, come here. You know what? Patch yourselves up, please. Let's see. Is your run speed affected by your leg? I don't think so. Oh, dear Jesus. The world of Kenshi works in very strange ways. But you know what, mister? If that's what you want to do... Oh, that's not the guy. Where is the guy? Where is the red saber? Here it is. I will steal your stuff. And I will keep it for myself. And you know what? I don't even care. Thank you. Look, a little bit of profit. How fantastic is that? You know what, guys? You all come here. Kang, go sell his stuff, please. And there we go. It's not a lot, but you know, it's not ours, so who cares? Sell all their stuff. See, we made a little bit of profit out of this. And even this armor, I'm thinking about selling it. Like, the resistance are negligible. Yeah, screw that. Take the armor. I will just take this for the perception bonuses. Once again, this is not exactly great armor, and but it's better than nothing. And at least they have something to protect them from the rain. But like I said, guys, this video is probably going to be long enough, so I think we are going to make a stop here in the swamp, in this swamp village, and in the next episode we will move into Mudtown and Shark, trying to find our future friends. So, I hope that you are enjoying the series so far, and consider subscribing and helping the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the base manager signing out. Bye bye.